Good afternoon. This is All India Radio. I am Valsa Williams and with me is Abhishek Mukhopadhyay with the Midday News. The headlines. Ravidas Jayanti is being celebrated today. Prime Minister Narendra Modi visits Guru Ravidas Vishram Dham Temple in the national capital and pays homage. Prime Minister to deliver inaugural address at the Energy and Resources Institute Terry's World Sustainable Development Summit today via video message. 9 crore rural homes across the country provided with tap water by Jal Jeevan Mission. Nearly 174 crore doses of COVID-19 vaccine administered in the country so far. Recovery rate improves to 97.94%. Central Board of Direct Taxes issues refunds of over 1,71,000 crore rupees to more than 1.97 crore taxpayers. Campaigning for assembly elections gains momentum in Uttar Pradesh, Punjab and Manipur. Legendary Bollywood music composer and singer Bappi Lahiri passes away in Mumbai. Global oil prices steady today following easing of Russia-Ukraine tension. And in cricket, 3-match T20 international series between India and West Indies to begin in Kolkata this evening. With the new Omicron variant of coronavirus causing concern, we appeal to our listeners to be vigilant and to get fully vaccinated and help others, including children between 15 and 18 years, to get vaccinated. Please continue to follow these 3 simple steps to stay safe. Wear a face mask, maintain 2 gaz ki duri for social distancing, focus on hand and face hygiene. For any COVID-related information and guidance, contact national helpline numbers 01123978046 and 1075. And now the news in detail. Prime Minister Narendra Modi today visited Guru Ravidas Vishram Dham Temple in Karol Bagh, Delhi, on the occasion of Ravidas Jayanti. Mr. Modi took part in Shabad Kirtan at the temple and prayed for the welfare of the people. In a tweet yesterday, Mr. Modi said the way Guru Ravidas dedicated his life to eliminate evil practices like caste and untouchability from society is inspiring for everyone. He stated that his government has imbibed the spirit of Guru Ravidas in every step and every scheme. Mr. Modi also said the construction work for the memorial of Guru Ravidas in Kashi is progressing at full speed. President Ram Nath Kovind has greeted people on the occasion of the birth anniversary of Guru Ravidas. In his message, the President said Guru Ravidas was a great saint, poet and social reformer who tried to eradicate social evils and bring about harmony in society through his devotional songs. He is considered a leading poet saint of the Bhakti movement. Mr. Kovind said Guru Ravidas tried to inculcate the feeling of mutual love and equality among people. He added that his teachings of peace and fraternity are even more relevant today. He asked people to pledge to follow the path shown by Guru Ravidas and contribute in building a society based on equality and harmony. Vice President M. Venkaiah Naidu has paid tributes to Guru Ravidas on his Jayanti. Mr. Naidu said Guru Ravidas ji was a strong proponent of equality and gender parity and he spread the message of unity and social harmony through his writings. Mr. Naidu said his emphasis on universal brotherhood has eternal relevance. Ravidas Jayanti, the birth anniversary of Sant Ravidas, is being celebrated across the country today. We have a report from our correspondent.
Shri Guru Ravidas Jayanti is being celebrated in Punjab with great faith and sense of devotion. The devotees in large number from Punjab have gone to Kashi, the birthplace of Sant Ravidas, to bow their head. The devotees here in Punjab are going to temples and gurdwaras all over the Punjab, including Sharpur, Gurdaspur and Jalandhar. The devotees are listening to the hymns of Sant Ravidas ji. The Vani of Sant Ravidas, who gave the message of unity and equality through his devotional poetry, is also compiled in the Shri Guru Granth Sahib ji. Ashwini Kumar Sharma, AIR News, Chandigarh.
Prime Minister Narendra Modi will deliver the inaugural address at the Energy and Resources Institute, TERI's World Sustainable Development Summit today via video message. The summit is TERI's annual flagship event, and the theme for this year is Towards a Resilient Planet, Ensuring a Sustainable and Equitable Future. It will discuss a wide range of issues including climate change, sustainable production, energy transitions, global commons and resource security. The three-day summit starting today will be attended by President of Dominican Republic Luis Abinader, President of Guyana Dr. Irfan Ali, Deputy Secretary General of United Nations Amina J. Mohammed, heads of various intergovernmental organizations, ministers and envoys from more than a dozen countries, and delegates from over 120 countries.
The Jal Jeevan Mission has achieved a milestone of providing tap water to 9 crore rural homes in the country. It has provided tap water supply to more than 5.79 crore rural households in a short span of 2.5 years, and despite COVID-19 pandemic and lockdown. Now every rural household has tap water supply in Goa, Haryana, Telangana, Andaman and Nicobar Islands, Puducherry, Dadar and Nagar Haveli, and Daman and Diu. Many more states like Punjab with 99% coverage of tap water supply, Himachal Pradesh with 92.4%, Gujarat with 92% and Bihar with 90% are on the verge of becoming Har Ghar Jal this year. On the 15th of August 2019, when the Jal Jeevan Mission was announced, out of 19.27 crore households, only 3.23 crore households in India had tap water connections. Now, 98 districts and 1.36 lakh villages in the country have tap water supply to every rural household. The Jal Jeevan Mission is no one is left out, thus ensuring every household, irrespective of its socio-economic status, gets tap water supply. 60,000 crore has been allocated to Har Ghar Jal in the Union Budget 2022-23. Government today launched a scheme for economic empowerment for D&T Seed for the welfare of denotified, nomadic and semi-nomadic communities in New Delhi. Denotified tribes communities are the most neglected, marginalized and economically and socially deprived communities. Historically, these communities never had access to private land or home ownership and used forests and grazing lands as a means for their livelihood and residential use. Speaking after inaugurating the umbrella scheme of the centre, Social Justice and Empowerment Minister Dr. Virendra Kumar said that this scheme signifies Prime Minister Narendra Modi's mantra of Sabka Saath, Sabka Vikas, Sabka Vishwas and Sabka Prayas in a true manner. Highlighting the various features of the scheme, he expressed confidence that this scheme will free education opportunity, health insurance worth 5 lakh rupees and Ayushman Bharat, better facilities for livelihood and financial assistance for construction of houses will prove to be a game changer towards empowering the denotified tribes communities. Dr. Kumar said the government is fully committed to uplifting the life of an individual standing at the last mile.
Union Home Minister Amit Shah today asked the Delhi Police to fill up all the gaps in every area of its functioning, ranging from investigation, discipline, dealing with challenges posed by terrorism and cyber crimes in the next 5 years. Speaking at a function organized on the occasion of the 75th Raising Day Parade of the Delhi Police, Mr. Shah said another goal which has been set for the city police is that where the force stands in terms of achievement when it will celebrate its centenary year. The Minister asked the Union Home Secretary and Delhi Police Commissioner to prepare a road map in achieving these two goals in a time-bound manner.
इस वर्ष दिल्ली पुलिस के लिए 2 प्रकार के लक्ष्य तय करने का वर्ष। एक, हम दिल्ली पुलिस में हर क्षेत्र के अंदर अन्वेषण से लेकर, डिसिप्लिन से लेकर, हमारे दिल्ली पुलिस के जवानों के स्वास्थ्य तक, वेलफेयर से लेकर, आतंकवादी चुनौतियों का सामना करने से लेकर, नारकोटिक्स की रोकथाम से लेकर, साइबर चुनौतियों का सामना करने तक, हर क्षेत्र में 5 साल में वो गैप को फिलअप करें। और दूसरा लक्ष्य तय करना है, दिल्ली पुलिस जब शताब्दी मना रही होगी, तब दिल्ली पुलिस ने किस जगह पे अपने आप को पहुंचाना है, इसका लक्ष्य भी तय करना है।
He also paid tributes to all the 79 police personnel who sacrificed their life while serving the people during the corona pandemic.
आज मैं दिल्ली पुलिस के उन 79 जवानों को भी श्रद्धांजलि देना चाहूंगा। पहली पंक्ति में रहकर कोरोना का सामना करना, जिनके परिवार में कोई नहीं था, उनका टेस्ट कराना, कई प्रकार के अंतिम संस्कार तक के सहायता के काम दिल्ली पुलिस ने किए हैं और उसमें दिल्ली पुलिस के 79 जवानों की, अधिकारियों की क्षति हमें हुई। मैं वो सभी के परिवारजनों के सामने नतमस्तक हूं और वो सभी हमारे पुलिस कर्मियों को पूरी दिल्ली की जनता और देश की ओर से विनम्र श्रद्धांजलि देना चाहता हूं।
On the occasion, a commemorative stamp of the Delhi Police was also released. Police Commissioner Rakesh Asthana lauded the role of police personnel for discharging their role efficiently in better policing in the city.
दिल्ली पुलिस अपनी स्थापना की 75वीं वर्षगांठ की प्लैटिनम जुबली और आजादी के अमृत महोत्सव को एक साथ मना रही है। दिल्ली पुलिस ने पुलिसिंग के विभिन्न क्षेत्रों में बार बार अपनी क्षमता एवं योग्यता को साबित किया है।
Mr. Asthana also mentioned that digital services are being used in Delhi Police functioning to enhance citizen-centric services. He said the city police has also set the target to increase the number of women personnel to 1/4 of the total force by 2025. The Central Board of Direct Taxes, CBDT, has issued refunds of over 1,71,000 crore rupees to more than 1.97 crore taxpayers from the 1st of April last year to the 14th of this month. Income tax refunds of 63,234 crore rupees have been issued in over 1 crore 95 lakh cases. Corporate tax refunds of over 1 lakh crore rupees have been issued in more than 2,28,000 cases. This includes 1.58 crore refunds of year 2021-22 amounting to over 31,857 crore rupees.
India's COVID vaccination coverage has exceeded 173 crore 86 lakh. More than 41 lakh 54,000 doses were administered in the last 24 hours. A total of 82,988 patients recovered during the same period, taking the number of recovered patients to over 4 crore 18 lakh. The recovery rate stands at 97.94%, while the active case load in the country is presently at 3 lakh 70,000. Health Ministry has said that more than 171 crore 48 lakh vaccine doses have been provided to states and UTs so far through centers free of cost channel and through direct state procurement category. It said more than 11 crore 88 lakh balance and unutilized COVID vaccine doses are still available with the states and UTs to be administered.
In our bilingual live phone-in program Corona Jagrukta series, Dr. A.K. Varshney of Dr. Ram Manohar Lohia Hospital, New Delhi, will be with us today to answer the queries related to coronavirus. Listeners can ask questions to the expert from 9:30 p.m. on telephone number 011-2342-1230 and 011-2342-1764. You can also post your queries on our Twitter handle at AIR News Alerts by hashtag AskAIR. This live program can be heard on FM Gold channel and additional frequencies from 9:30 p.m. onwards. This program will also be available on our website newsonair.nic.in and on our YouTube channel News on AIR Official.
You are listening to the Midday News on All India Radio. A reminder of the headlines before we move on. Ravidas Jayanti has been celebrated today. Prime Minister Narendra Modi visits Guru Ravidas Vishram Dham Temple in the national capital and pays homage. Prime Minister to deliver inaugural address at the Energy and Resources Institute TERI's World Sustainable Development Summit today via video message. 9 crore rural homes across the country provided with tap water by Jal Jeevan Mission. Nearly 174 crore doses of COVID-19 vaccine administered in the country so far. Recovery rate improves to 97.94%. Central Board of Direct Taxes CBDT issues refunds of over 1,71,000 crore rupees to more than 1.97 crore taxpayers. Campaigning for assembly elections gains momentum in Uttar Pradesh, Punjab and Manipur. Legendary Bollywood music composer and singer Bappi Lahiri passes away in Mumbai. Global oil prices steady today following easing of Russia-Ukraine tension. And in cricket, 3-match T20 international series between India and West Indies to begin in Kolkata this evening. For quick news updates around the clock, follow us on a Twitter handle at @AIR News Alerts.
चलो मिलकर एक शुरुआत करें, चलो एक फैसला आज करें।
You're listening to the Midday News on All India Radio. Music composer and singer Bappi Lahiri passed away at a Mumbai hospital this morning. He was 69. President Ramnath Kovind, Vice President M. Venkaiah Naidu, Prime Minister Narendra Modi and Information and Broadcasting Minister Anurag Thakur have paid condolences at the demise of Bappi Lahiri. President Ramnath Kovind in a tweet said Bappi Lahiri was a matchless singer-composer. His songs found popularity not only in India but also abroad. His diverse range included youthful as well as soulful melodies. His memorable songs will continue to delight listeners for a long time. In a tweet, Mr. Naidu said in his demise, India has lost yet another veteran singer and composer. Mr. Naidu said Bappi Da will always be remembered for his foot-tapping numbers. In a tweet, Prime Minister Narendra Modi said Bappi Lahiri's music was all-encompassing and beautifully expressed diverse emotions. He said people across generations could relate to his works and Bappi Lahiri's lively nature will be missed by everyone. Expressing his condolences at the demise of the singer and composer, Information and Broadcasting Minister Anurag Thakur said his music transcended generations and was loved across the world. A desk report.
Bappi Lahiri, whose real name was Alokesh, was known for delivering popular songs in several films of the late 70s and 80s like Chalte Chalte, Disco Dancer and Sharabi. He ruled the music industry for several years and had given many hits. Bappi Da, as he was fondly called by film fraternity, can be called as the father of disco music in India.
I am a disco dancer. I am a disco dancer. I am a disco dancer. Zindagi mera gaana.
Although most of his songs were written for the discotheques and dance numbers, yet to his credits, there are several melodious songs as well from a list of movies like Chalte Chalte.
Chalte, chalte, mere ye geet yaad rakhna, kabhi alvida na kehna, kabhi alvida na kehna.
He is survived by his wife, son Papa, and daughter Rema. Bappi Lahiri's last Bollywood song was Bunkers for the 2020 film Bagi 3. Ravi Kumar, AR News, Delhi.
The singer's family in an official statement today said Lahiri's funeral will be held tomorrow after the arrival of his son Bappa Lahiri from the US.
Electoral campaign has been intensified further for the third phase assembly elections in Uttar Pradesh, single phase polls in Punjab and 2 phases of polling in Manipur. Star campaigners and prominent leaders of various political parties are engaged in public rallies as the final picture of electoral battle is expected to emerge this evening for the 6th phase in Uttar Pradesh, along with the second and last phase of polling in Manipur. The door-to-door canvassing and virtual appeals to the voters also continue. The poll campaign is also picked up in Manipur with the party leaders trying to reach out and woo the voters in different parts of the state. The third phase of polling in Uttar Pradesh will be conducted on the 20th of February in 59 assembly constituencies from 16 districts. In addition, the single phase polling in Punjab will be held simultaneously. All the 117 assembly constituencies in the state will go to polls together in this phase. The electoral contest in the third phase of assembly elections in the state are mostly multi-cornered fixtures. There are 627 candidates in fray for 59 seats included in this phase. During the single-phase polling in Punjab, total 1,304 candidates are in fray for 117 seats after the withdrawal of candidature. Prime Minister Narendra Modi today addressed an election rally at Patan in Punjab. Mr. Modi started his address paying reverence and respect to Sant Ravidas Ji, Bhagwan Valmiki Ji and Saint Kabir Ji. He said 2 special trains have been introduced for the devotees from Punjab who visit Kashi, the land of Sant Ravidas Ji. PM also apprised people of the facilities provided to the devotees at Kashi and about the Langar Hall recently inaugurated at Guru Ravidas Temple. Reciting a hymn of Sant Ravidas, Aisa Chahu Raj mein mile sabab ko an, chhot bharo sab sam se Ravidas rahe prasann. PM said BJP government is moving ahead as per wishes of Sant Ravidas Ji with the spirit of Sabka Saath, Sabka Vikas. He said BJP-led NDA government providing free food to all during the COVID-19 pandemic. He said even in Punjab, lakh of people have been provided free ration from the last 2 years.
Punjab Chief Electoral Officer CEO Dr. S. Karuna Raju said that electors of the state will be able to cast their vote with 12 alternative identity proofs like Aadhaar card, Manrega job card, driving license, PAN card, besides elector photo identity card EPIC on February the 20th, the polling day. He said overseas electors who are registered in the electoral roll under Section 20A of the Representation of the People Act 1950 based on the particulars in their Indian passport shall be identified on the basis of their original passport only. The BJP today released another list of 3 candidates for the ensuing UP Assembly elections. The party has fielded Bhupesh Chaubey from Robertsganj and Neel Ratan Singh Patel from Sewapuri Assembly seat. Campaigning in Tamil Nadu for the urban local bodies is reaching its crescendo as the state goes to the polls on coming Saturday. Counting of votes will be held on the 22nd of this month. More than 57,000 candidates are in the fray, testing their public approval for the posts. More from our Chennai correspondent.
As the election is for the urban local bodies, the DMK chief and the state chief minister M.K. Stalin yesterday addressed the voters in Thanjavur district through digital mode. He listed out the government's achievements in the farm sector, including in the record rice procurement. He charged that the opposition AIADMK, who supported the 3 farm laws, has lost its standing in the wake of their repeal. The BJP state president Annamalai said in Kadalur, the DMK is in the habit of forgetting its election promises after coming to power. The AIADMK leader O. Pannirselvam said in Madurai, the DMK makes untenable promises, adding it has lost its credibility within 10 months of its rule. An interesting feature in this election is the extensive use of technology, including digital campaigning and appeals through social media. Candidates and supporters, however, resort to door-to-door canvassing. Jai Singh, AR News, Chennai.
And now let's listen to a special program, Azadi Ka Safar, highlighting the importance of the day during the freedom struggle.
आजादी का अमृत महोत्सव।
Azadi Ka Safar with AIR News. Birth of a nation. India's glorious freedom struggle is one of the greatest struggles the modern world has ever witnessed. AIR News brings you a glimpse of this struggle every day.
In today's episode, we remember one of the prominent activists of the Indian Renaissance, Rajendra Lal Mitra, who was born on the 16th of February 1822 in Calcutta. Rajendra Lal was famous as one of the most learned men of India of his time and knew Hindi, Sanskrit, Persian, Urdu, English, French, Greek and Latin.
Rajendra Lal laid the foundation of the tradition of the study of Indian antiquities by Indians themselves. He worked throughout his life in the Asiatic Society and rose from the rank of librarian to the Society's first Indian president in 1885. Some of his pioneering works include the Sanskrit Buddhist literature of Nepal, the antiquities of Odisha, and Buddhagaya, the hermitage of Shakyamuni.
Rajendra Lal was the chairman of the reception committee during the second session of the Congress that was held in Calcutta in 1886. He was one of the first Indians to be honoured by scholarly and learned bodies in Europe in the 19th century. He was admitted as an honorary member of the Royal Asiatic Society of Great Britain and Ireland. He was also honoured in Vienna and Italy. We salute the great Indian.
We also remember the eminent scientist Meghnad Saha, who died on the 16th of February 1956. Saha was forced to leave his school for his participation in the Swadeshi movement.
While Meghnad was in school, the governor of Bengal came to inspect his school. Many students, including Meghnad, opposed the imperialist British governor. As a punishment, the school administration stopped Meghnad's scholarship and threw him out of the school. Later, he took admission in a private school. During higher studies at Presidency College, Saha was fortunate to have teachers like Jagdish Chandra Bose, Sharada Prasanna Das, and Prafulla Chandra Ray. His class fellows included Satyendranath Bose and Bagha Jatin.
Saha's best-known work concerns the thermal ionization of elements, and it led him to formulate what is known as the Saha equation. He also invented an instrument to measure the weight and pressure of solar rays and helped to build several scientific institutions such as the Physics Department in Allahabad University and the Institute of Nuclear Physics in Calcutta.
As the chairperson of the Calendar Reforms Committee set up in 1952, Saha helped assimilate 30 kinds of Indian calendar systems into one national calendar. Saha was nominated for the Nobel Prize in Physics multiple times and was also elected to the first Lok Sabha in 1952 as an independent candidate. He worked as a professor of Allahabad University and thereafter as professor and dean at the University of Calcutta until his death in 1956. AIR salutes the great patriot scientist.
We also remember freedom fighter Balcha, who took part in the Bhumkal revolt in 1910 in the Jagdalpur area of Bastar against feudal and colonial exploitation. In the intense battle known as the Indravati Fort Battle that took place on the 16th of February 1910, Balcha and his associates fought against the British. When the defeat was imminent, Balcha managed to escape along with his associates and rallied around the neighbouring villages. However, they were surrounded on the night of 25th of February by the British forces and captured.
The freedom fighters were charged with waging war against the British Crown and tried in the famous Jagdalpur trial. 78 of the freedom fighters, including Balcha, were imprisoned in Bastar jail, but later, in June 1910, shifted to the Raipur Central Jail, where he died suffering ill treatment and tortures by the jail authorities. We salute the great martyr.
That brings us to the end of this episode of Azadi Ka Safar with AIR News. See you in the next episode tomorrow.
Best wishes to all consumers for Azadi Ka Amrit Mahotsav. Hallmark ensures purity of gold. Always purchase hallmarked gold jewellery. For any consumer-related complaints, please contact National Consumer Helpline's toll-free number 14404, issued in public interest by Department of Consumer Affairs, Government of India. Jago Grahak Jago. Global oil prices steady today following easing of Russia-Ukraine tension. Brent traded at $9.19 a barrel, down by 10 cents overnight after Russia announced a partial pullback of its troops near Ukraine. India will take on West Indies in the T20 International Series starting from today in Kolkata.
And now before we end the bulletin, the headlines once again. Ravidas Jayanti being celebrated today. Prime Minister Narendra Modi visits Guru Ravidas Vishram Dham temple in the national capital and pays homage. Prime Minister to deliver inaugural address at the Energy and Resources Institute, Terry's World Sustainable Development Summit today via video message. 9 crore rural homes across the country provided with tap water by Jal Jeevan Mission. CBDT issues refunds of over 1,71,000 crore rupees to more than 1.97 crore taxpayers. Legendary Bollywood music composer and singer Bappi Lahiri passes away in Mumbai. And global oil prices steady today following easing of Russia-Ukraine tension. And with that, we end the midday news.